The confidence monitor. Good morning, SLCA family. It's good to be with you this morning. We are ready to bring you into song. I have with me Melissa Felipe, Reverend Dr. Melissa Felipe. Put your hands together. Yes, yes, yes. And Reverend Z. Egloff. And we are so honored that you are here with us. Let's put some energy into our music and let our bodies warm up and be together in song.
And this is a two-part round. We'd love for you to sing it with us. I am remembering who I am remembering who I am. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering. I am remembering. I am remembering, remember I am. I am remember I am. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering who I am. I am remember I am. I am remember I am. I am remembering who 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 I am. Yay.
Yay, beautiful, thank you.
We hope you all remember who you are today from our time together.
Musical chairs.
Z and I are here from California. Long ways from home. But we brought our home with us. It's that big silver bus down there. And this is a song we wrote that we want you to also join with us. It's very straight ahead. You'll get it.
Yep.
We'll sing it once, and then we'll sing it together, and then there's verses where you echo. It's very simple. I'm gonna let Spirit love me now. I am worthy of this love. I'm gonna let Spirit love me now. I am worthy of this love. That's it. I'm gonna let Spirit love me now. I am worthy of this love. I'm gonna let Spirit love me now. I am worthy of this love. After me, Spirit loves me.
Spirit loves me.
I know that.
I know that.
Spirit loves me.
Spirit loves me.
That's a fact.
That's a fact.
Yeah. I'm gonna let Spirit love me now. I am worthy of this love. I'm gonna let Spirit love me now. I am worthy of this love. Yeah. When I'm down, I turn to you. When I'm down, you pull me through. Yeah. I'm gonna let Spirit love me now. I am worthy of this love. I'm gonna let Spirit love me now. I am worthy of this love. See,
All alone, feeling broken, I don't know where to go. Got a feeling if I'm willing, spirit's opening the door. So I'm asking, passing time while I'm crashing in the last sad gasp of confusion, and it's slow. A little knowing that won't let go. Can't ignore it, and you know I won't, cause it's growing in the open. No more hoping now. Spirit holds my soul and says you gotta let me love you now. You are worthy of this love, so why not let me love you now? You are worthy of this love. Yeah.
I surrender
I surrender
every little thing.
every little thing.
I surrender.
I surrender.
Hear me sing.
Hear me
I want to hear you sing. I'm gonna let Spirit love me now. I am worthy of this love. I'm gonna let Spirit love me now. I am worthy of this love. Worthy. I am worthy of this love. I am worthy of this love. Yes, I am worthy of this love. Yeah.
Loving that.
Nice. Now I'm feeling you. All right, so we have one more like that. This one, I want y'all to say yes.
Yes.
One more time, yes.
Yes.
All right. Let them hear you in California. We need it
go.
in California. So every time I point to you, you're going to say yes, and then the chorus is just yes, 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 I say yes. You will get it. You will sing, and you can sing with me before you even really know like what's going on with the song, because it'll just be beautiful. And then we'll repeat after Z, which is also very entertaining. Okay. Yeah, I say yes. Yes, I say yes to the greatest good you have for me. Yes to this good, and I let it bless me. All of the good that you wanna bring, I allow it, and I say yes. Here we go. I say yes, 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 yes. I say yes. I say yes, 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 yes. I say yes, 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 yes. I say yes to the greatest love you have for me. I say to this love, and I let it bless me. All of the love that you wanna bring, I allow it, and I say, yeah. I say yes, 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 yes. I say yes. I say yes, 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 yes. I say yes. See,
So much good,
So much good,
right on time.
right on time.
I can take it,
I can take it,
cause it's mine.
cause it's mine.
Spirit's gonna give it,
Spirit's gonna give it,
and I'm gonna get it,
and I'm gonna get it.
cause I align
I align
with the divine.
the divine.
Yes, I align
I align
with the divine.
the divine.
all of the love that you wanna bring, I allow it. What do I say? I say yes. I say yes, 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 yes. I say yes. I say yes. Yes, 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 yes. I say yes, 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 yes. I say yes. Yes, 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 yes. I say yes, 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 yes. I say yes. I say yes,
Yes, yes, yes, yes, I say
yes.
Put your hands together, Melissa and Z. Woo!
Good morning.
Hello and happy spring, Spiritual Living Center of Atlanta community. This is Karen Ratz. I proudly serve as the president to the board of trustees at SLCA, and I wanted to come to you with a community update on behalf of our entire board, which includes Reverend Dr. David Alexander, our executive director, Shannon Pruitt, our treasurer, Carrie Fowler, Michael Preston, David Johnson, Rita Farmer, and myself. All 7 of us have been in conversation about our right and perfect space since our town hall meeting at the end of February. So we wanted to provide an update and let you know where we are. Reverend David has been leading us in a community spiritual practice with a community affirmation, which I'll close with, but it's been about the perfect, right and perfect space to do our right and perfect work. And as you know from the town hall meeting, we are actually in a good financial position, and we have about an 8% monthly deficit that we would like to close. And it is also something that we have reduced rent in our current space, and even at the reduced rent, we've got that 8% budget deficit. So from a long-term health perspective, we as a board wanted to look at what our possibilities are. So we have tried 2 different times to go to Unitarian Universalist Congregation of Atlanta in January and in March. Hopefully you were able to get to check that out one of those times. But that's over on North Druid Hills, and we went to service January and March to see how that felt. And so after the town hall meeting with a lot of community input, and after those 2 Sunday afternoon services at UUCA, we feel like we've got good input to creating this right and perfect space at the right and perfect terms. And so we have decided as a board to pursue the negotiation of exiting our lease with our landlord. So we have started that process. We just put out an offer and asked for a response this week. We're hoping to get a response, and we will discuss it at our April 18th board meeting. So once we've gotten that response and we can see what the terms are and see where we go from there, we can come back to you with more information. But this is our community affirmation. And I know you guys have been praying, because I know it's working and moving us in the right direction. Spiritual Living Center of Atlanta is a divine idea in the mind of God, and as such has all that it needs to fulfill its mission, including the perfect space from which to do its perfect and holy work. We will update you again next Sunday after the Tuesday board meeting and hearing back from the landlord. Stay tuned. There'll be more details as we go. Thanks, you all.
Thank you, Karen Ratz, our board president. Today is the day that God hath made, and we are rejoicing and so glad in it. Gosh, you're such a wonderful looking crowd this morning. Give yourselves a big hand. Yes. And we want to thank Reverend Z and Dr. Melissa, did I get it right? For that awesome music, those songs this morning. Thank you, thank you, thank you. My name is Idella Veal, and I proudly serve as a licensed practitioner here at the Spiritual Living Center of Atlanta. And I am that I am that I am. We are a center that educates and engages the seeker on their spiritual path. As a member of the global movement Centers for Spiritual Living, our mission is to provide spiritual tools for personal and global transformation. Our purpose is to awaken humanity to its spiritual magnificence, and our vision is a world that works for everyone. Yes, it is. No matter where you are on your spiritual journey, the Spiritual Living Center of Atlanta, SLCA, is where you belong. For more information about today's service and ways to connect during the week, please take a moment to scan the QR code found either on the back of the seat in front of you or the one that is displayed on the monitor. We are in such appreciation and gratitude for your presence this morning. Thank you.
Song as we sing together our opening song. It's called Grateful. Will you stand, please, if it feels comfortable to do so, or remain seated? It's up to you. There we go. Thank you, Melissa. I am grateful, grateful for this day, for the love we share, the life we make, and I give thanks for all the many ways that the love of God appears. I am grateful, grateful for this day, for the love we share, the life we make, and I give thanks for all the many ways that the love of God appears. Put your hands together. Thank you. I am grateful, grateful for this day, for the love we share, the life we make, and I give thanks for all the many ways that the love of God appears. I am grateful, grateful for this day, for the love we share, the life we make, and I give thanks for all the many ways that the love of God appears. Yes, the love of God is here. Yes, you sound so beautiful. Please be seated. Thank you so much. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. Oh, you look beautiful. Absolutely. I am so glad that you decided to make today a day to be with us. My name is Reverend Jean Bell. My pronouns are she and her, and I am so glad that you are here today. Yes, and for all of you viewing on Facebook and YouTube Live, please like and share us so that we can spread the good news of New Thought. Yes? All right. So I know our board president, Karen Ratz, had already done our community affirmation, but we're going to do it again because it's just that important. I'm going to read through it, and then I'm going to invite you to say it with me. Yes? All right, let's take a deep breath. All right, now listen. The Spiritual Living Center of Atlanta is a divine idea in the mind of God, and as such has all that it needs to fulfill its mission, including the perfect space from which to do its perfect and holy work. All right, I'm going to read it, and then when I pause, you'll say that particular part. Yes? All right. The Spiritual Living Center of Atlanta is a divine idea in the mind of God. And as such has all that it needs to fulfill its mission, including the perfect space from which to do its perfect and holy work. And so it is. We're going to have a great service today with Reverend Melissa and Reverend Z. I cannot wait to hear what they have to share with us for their talk. I know it's a great day. I'll see you soon.
I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am
Yes, I am so blessed. We are so blessed. We are so grateful and in such appreciation for all that we have. It is now time for affirmative prayer. An affirmative prayer is a declaration, a realization of our truth and all that we are. I will speak this prayer in first person and ask that whatever words I speak resonate with you, if you would receive those words as your own. So if you would sit tall in your seats in a posture of receiving. Maybe your hands are in your lap and they're open. But in a posture of allowing the Spirit of God to move in and through and all around. This is what I know. I know that God is all there is, all knowing, all powerful, everywhere, all the time. God is love, God is wholeness. God is abundance and God is prosperity. God is love. Yes, I invite the fullest expression of God to flow through this place. Allow it to move through you. Feel the presence of God. Let's take in a deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. That's the breath of life. That's the breath of God. Let's do it again. Inhale. Welcome, God. Welcome. Exhale. Again, we are aligning with Spirit right here, right now. I know that I am whole, I am perfect, and I am complete. But I'm a divine idea in the mind of God. And I came to this life fully equipped by my Creator to live the good life, to live the God life, in knowing that I deserve all that I ask. I also know that I must be in alignment with Spirit, with God, the receptive mode to receive all the goodness that is there for me. There's a power in this universe that has my back. There's a power in this universe that I can use. There's a power in this universe that is always, always available to me. All I need to do, all I need to know, I need to be ready, willing, open, and available to receive. I am wholeness. I can feel right here, right now, that every cell in my body is aligning with perfection, regardless of how I felt when I woke up this morning, regardless of what maybe a physician may have said to me a week or two ago. That was at that point in time. But right here, right now, I know that wholeness is my truth. That all of my cells, T cells, B cells, C cells, align with perfection and harmony and power and strength. Ooh, it's moving through me. I can feel it and I wear it well. Can you feel that? Feel that power with me. And allow it to saturate and flow through the river of life. Let it flow through our blood. I know that the mind that I think from is the mind of God. My mind is sharp, quick, accurate, alert, powerful, creative. And always knowing, because I'm one with God and I operate with the same mind as my God. In Psalms it says, I am wonderfully made by my Creator. That's my truth, and I'm sticking with it. Because I have choice in all of this. I know that the portals of abundance are open for me. The doors are open wide, and my arms are stretched out to receive, because I'm worthy and deserving of God's grace and God's goodness. I celebrate that, and with unwavering faith and absolute trust in the law that always says, yes, oh yes, my child, yes. I receive God's goodness and I release it to the law. If you agree with me, let's say together, and so it is.
With every prayer, I breathe the heart of God. I breathe the love of God through me. With every prayer, I breathe the heart of God. I breathe the love of God through me. As I open and allow, I know right here and now, I create a world where wonders never cease. With every prayer, I breathe the heart of God. I breathe the love of God through me.
Thank you, Penelope. Thank you, Idella. All right, let's do our Sunday affirmation. Are we ready? All right, take a deep breath. I want you all to be ready. I am awake.
I am awake.
I'm awake to the goodness of spirit within me, that divine intelligence. Yes, I'm awake.
I am awake.
All right. I am available.
I am available.
I'm available to Spirit's love, to its peace, to its joy. I am available. I am enough. Right here, right now. You don't have to add anything. You don't have to change anything. You can come into the fullness of who you are right where you are. I am enough. I am ready. I am ready to create a world that works for everyone. Yes? Say it. I am ready. All right. Thank you. And so it is. All right. Now it is my pleasure, truly my pleasure, to introduce to you Reverend Dr. Melissa Phillips and Reverend Z. Egloff. Now, they are longtime students and teachers of consciousness and transformation. They are both ordained ministers with the Centers of Spiritual Living, our home organization, and they both hold master's degrees from Holmes Institute. Reverend Z also holds a master's in spiritual psychology, and Reverend Melissa has an honorary doctorate for her contributions in the field of New Thought music. Yes, absolutely. We're going to hear some more of that wonderful music very, very shortly. Reverends Melissa and Z are the founders of Oh My God Life, and it's an online and traveling ministry. And at their virtual home, ohmygodlife.com, please go visit that online. They offer videos, music, books, classes, and so much more. In fact, we had a class here yesterday on the Enneagram. The Enneagram workshop was a success. How many people were here? It was wonderful. We learned a lot about ourselves, maybe a bit too much, more than we wish to know. Thank you very much. I was thinking about who the heck I was all day long. And they also speak, perform, and facilitate workshops and retreats worldwide. I want to introduce Reverend Z and Reverend Melissa.
Hey, y'all. We're from California, but we're in Georgia now. So, yeah, we're in the middle of a 4-month tour. I want to thank Reverend David Alexander for entrusting us with his community. We're very grateful. We used to go to his community in Oregon, so we're kind of following him around. We're groupies. I also want to thank Penelope. We've been playing Penelope, It's My Birthday Williams.
Oh, yeah.
In case we didn't know, wearing red for the birthday. Yeah. So we've first played together about a decade ago or something. We've been trying to make this happen for a while, and very grateful. And I also want to give a shout out to Shannon. I don't know where, the ubiquitous Shannon. He's probably
Shannon, I don't know where
just
Pruitt,
for
because
being
he's
the
always
best
on the go.
host. He helped us get here. He helped make us happen. He made popcorn. He brought out the popcorn machine yesterday because Melissa wanted some popcorn. He's been like an amazing, amazing host. So, okay. So we're going to start with a song that has a spoken word chorus. Pretty simple and easy. I believe we have a slide for this too. I forgot to check with you about that, Doreen. And so the lyrics are very simple. You're going to say them with me. I feel your peace and your presence and your power, my God. Say that together. I feel your peace and your presence and your power, my God. Second line is, I feel your peace and your presence in me. Together. I feel your peace and your presence in me. Now, I always like to say, because I have a very complicated relationship in history with the word God, because when I was a kid, God had a very specific image, which was a white, cisgender male, vintage cloud dweller who occasionally went off his meds, right? And I was supposed to be in relationship with that dude, right? No. So when I say God, and I know that when we say God here, we mean that highest, most amazing, most wise, incredible energy that's in us, that's in each and every one of us, that we can actually feel and share and live. My God, that's what I mean when I say that. All right. Okay. It started out small, something less than a touch. I didn't even know it was you. God was unreliable, a crazy man, righteous, someone I should love and fear. What kind of sense is that? It started out small, something less than a touch. I didn't even know it was you. When I stumbled upon your power, I lost what I was taught. The crazy and the righteous enfolded in a love so vast it stretched the very definition of the word. Love. Together, I feel your peace and your presence and your power. My God, I feel your peace and your presence in me. I feel your peace and your presence and your power. My God, I feel your peace and your presence in me.
I surrender. I surrender to your love. I surrender.
Not outside of me, and yet you are. It makes no sense, but then it does, for you are here wherever here may be. I speak to you, you speak to me. The voice is mine and not mine, landing in the space between where you and I vanish and begin stretching the very definition of the word. Me. Together, I feel your peace and your presence and your power. My God, I feel your peace and your presence in me. I feel your peace and your presence and your power. My God, I feel your peace and your presence in me.
I surrender. I surrender to your love. I surrender.
Together, I feel your peace and your presence and your power. My God, I feel your peace and your presence In me, I feel your peace and your presence and your power. My God, I feel your peace and your presence in me. I feel your peace and your presence and your power. My God, I feel your peace and your presence in me. I feel your peace and your presence and your power. My God, I feel your peace and your presence in me. I feel your peace and your presence and your power. My God, I feel your peace and your presence in me. I feel your peace and your presence and your power. My God, I feel your peace and your presence in me. I feel your peace and your presence and your power. My God, I feel your peace and your presence in me. I feel your peace and your presence and your power. My God, I feel your peace and your presence in me. I feel your peace and your presence and your power. My God, I feel your peace and your presence in me. I feel your peace and your presence and your power. My God, I feel your peace and your presence in me.
I surrender.
I feel your peace and your presence and your power.
Listen, Z.
I feel your peace and your presence and your power. Except when I don't. Because we do our spiritual practice, we come here, and then we, I don't know, maybe turn on the news, or talk to someone, or just, I don't know, wake up and hear our crazy minds, whatever it is, right? And we feel knocked off that peace, that presence, that power. And I know this month y'all are talking about igniting your passion, right? So how do you ignite your passion in the face of the craziness around and sometimes, let's face it, within us, right? So Melissa and I have a spiritual practice that has been invaluable to us, and it's kind of really the key way that we ignite our passion and stay sane. And that is the I-thou relationship. So does anybody know what I mean when I say that, the I-thou relationship? So the I-thou relationship is about building a relationship with the divine. We don't always talk about that as much in metaphysical circles because we know that God is here in us and God is everywhere. We don't talk as much about the I, thou, that greater one, and building a relationship, because for a lot of us that means that old school dude who's having issues with staying on the meds, right? Like how do you build a relationship with that? Some of us were told when we grew up that's all there was. God was outside, right? So how do we as modern metaphysicians build a relationship with spirit? How do we cultivate that I-thou relationship, and what happens when we do? That's what we want to talk about today. How does that sound? Good? Cool? Okay. Melissa is going to get us started. Melissa?
Thank you, Z. So when I was growing up, we went to church every Sunday. Anybody else? Y'all? You're in the South. We're in California. We didn't all do that, but every Sunday we went to church, and I heard about that version of God that Z described. And I heard about it and only it, right? Only outside of me and only that kind of randomly angry God. So I was hearing about this from when I was very little and every week, right? You all know, I'm sure. So when I was in the 6th grade, I was transferred from public schools to a private school. It was a great thing for my education, actually. And the school that I was transferred to was the church that we had been going to. And so now I went to church 6 days a week. Every blessed morning, Monday through Friday, we started in that church and listened to a service. I'm talking a service before going off to tootling off to our little classes. And then on Sundays, we still went to church. And you know, 6th, 7th, 8th grade, right? That's when I went to that school. So 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, you think about what's going on with any of you all who have had children, know that that's around the time. We start to figure out who we are and who we aren't. And we start to figure out that not everybody believes like our parents or whoever raised us, the unit in which we were brought up. Right? We start to figure out, we start to listen to what is being said through our own lens. Right? Like, does that make sense to me, actually? We haven't done that really until that age. Our brain is newly developing. So I was only hearing about this version of God, and I started noticing that things didn't line up for me. Things didn't make sense for me because I kept hearing about this all-loving God, and then I was also hearing in about the same breath that my best friend, Donna Abrahams, was going to be going to hell because she's Jewish. How did that line up? It didn't make sense to me. This is not the same God. It just doesn't make sense to me. And what I did with that, what I did with most of my emotions, actually, when I was in the 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, was it really ticked me off. It enraged me. I was so angry at the seeming hypocrisy, the not matching philosophy, that I turned away entirely from anything spiritual, anything spirit, anything God. That was what worked for me for a long time. I will never really know how much that rage and those choices I made from that rage inspired me to become a full-blown drug addict at the age of 13. Woohoo! Yeah, 13, which now I know is really young. At the time, it didn't seem like it was that young. So the good news is that 33 years, 8 months, and 16 days ago, I got clean. Thank you. I would not be here if I had not done that. And in the process of that, I soon after started going to metaphysical circles and hearing about a different version of God than I had grown up hearing about, right? I started hearing about God as everything, spirit, the divine, this allness as all that is, and in me. Oh, what? Like, I had never heard that. It's in me? That must be in Donna Abrahams too, right? So this lined up for me. This made sense to me. I was not hearing in those circles about God as you, this outside of me power. And that really worked for me for a long time. I have since learned that there are 3 faces of the divine, as they call it. This is Ken Wilber, is a actual American philosopher who came up with this, the 3 faces of the divine. There's face 1, the I, the we, the God as everything, we, all, everything has ever been, will ever be, God as we. And the second face of the divine is I, God as me. We talk about these things here all the time. God is all there is, It is right here. It has to be also right here. If it's everywhere, didn't skip this little spot. So, and he says then there is a third face of spirit, of the all, of God. There is a third face, God as you. Now, this version of God as you, the beauty of this for us, is that this is not that version of you that Z talked about. This is not that version of you that goes off the meds and punishes and all that stuff. That's just, to me, crazy stuff. God bless everybody who believes that way. I think that's just fine for them. But to me, it's insane. So, not that one. This version of God, spirit that is outside of me in that way that I can relate. I can have communication, relationship. I can hear, I can listen, I can talk to. That is also in me. That's the paradox. That's the beautiful, mind-bending paradox of metaphysics. It is everywhere, all-powerful. It is in me. It is outside of me. I can have this relationship, and it's right here at the same time. Yummy. That alone to me is enough to meditate on and like blow my mind. And when I brought that into my metaphysical experience of the divine, that third face, that relationship more fully, I felt like I started to have a three-dimensional relationship with spirit. It really shifted things for me. So this happened because 15 years ago, I finally caved in. I can look at any minister when I say this, and finally caved into all of the calling from spirit, and said, okay, I'll go to ministerial school. I don't know why. You're driving me crazy with this, but I'm going to go because you won't shut up. So I'm going to go. So I sign up in ministerial school, and Z and I are in ministerial school together. That's actually part of how we connected. We connected right before, and we had this experience in school. We took this class that was about communication, but in this class, we had this guided meditation during which we went and communed with spirit as we experienced spirit. And then the voiceover invited us to ask Spirit, what is the name you would have me call you? My perfect name for you. And I heard, like from the movies, a booming voice, not male, but booming, loud and clear. The all. And my whole body like shifted and opened, and I started sobbing. It was this huge experience for me to hear my perfect name for spirit is the all. That's what I call spirit. So I have this experience, and then the next morning I go on my walk, and as I love to do on my walks, I start praying. And as a practitioner, of course, for many years, I had been praying. There is one power. This one presence is all that is. This is right here where I am, etc. But that morning, I said, good morning, the all. And holy Moses, I felt like my heart flew open. And I felt this energy in my heart and my body. It was beautiful and amazing. And then I went on. You are right here in me and all around me. And I went on with my prayer. Well, that changed prayer for me forever. Z and I actually call it devotional mind treatment, because here we do spiritual mind treatment. We call it devotional mind treatment, bringing that I, thou in, that third face, yeah? So it's that unconditionally loving version of the one when I say you, when I say good morning, the all. So after a while of walking around, doing my prayers, saying good morning, the all, and every time I prayed and talked about spirit to myself or my beloved, I would say the all, and it just started feeling a little cumbersome, you know? The all, it's kind of a lot to wrap your mouth around. I don't know. Started feeling like a lot. So one morning on my walk, I was talking to Spirit, as I am wont to do. And I said, you know, it's just starting to feel kind of like a big mouthful to say the all every time I pray. I don't know if it maybe would be blasphemous because, you know, you did tell me what to call you. But I'm wondering if I could shorten it, like maybe take the first letter of the and all and call you Ta. And I heard once again this like booming male, female, all everythingness, all the everythingness of everything say, I don't care what you call me. And since then, I've been thinking about that. Like, what happens when we are in relationship with someone and we get closer with them over time? It just sort of happens that you end up with a nickname for them, right? So it was a pretty natural thing that I was hanging out with the all more in a more present, aware way of the I, thou thing. And it led to this intimacy for me that led to a nickname. In our house, if Z hears their name Z, they know they have done something wrong. Because in our house, Z's name is Baby. Everywhere, Z's name is Baby. My name to Z is Baby. And if I hear Melissa, I know, uh-oh, right? When we have that degree of intimacy, we know their voice. We know the sound, the feel of their presence, their voice. We recognize it and discern it from our egoic structure voice, right? All that kind of intimacy. So we have 3 hacks to leave you with today. Shortcuts to this. And one, of course, number 1 is intention. Before anything comes intention. We have an idea, right? I'm intending for a deeper walk with thee. And number 2, because it works so well for me, I recommend asking Spirit for its name for you to call it. If you're in a meditative and deep present state and you ask that, you may get something very surprising. I love all the time people come up to me and tell me what their name for Spirit is. And it's really beautiful, all these different names, and they have all these meanings and nuances and reasons. And, you know, Spirit will answer. So that's number 2. Ask for Spirit's name for you to call it. And maybe there will be a nickname that comes through time with that. And thirdly, prayer, of course. So prayer, which in my case, my favorite kind is devotional prayer. Speaking in and aware of the I, thou, that is also right here and everywhere present. It's all 3 in one. And in that prayer that is my favorite prayer now, what I ask for is a deeper walk with it. Spirit, bring me a deeper walk with you. Now, here's what I love about that prayer. We pray all the time, right? We're taught to pray. In these places, we're taught to pray. We pray for things. We pray for parking places and people, and we pray for others, and we pray for things to become just in the world. We pray for things. And often, for me, I was not praying for this, a deeper walk with the divine. What's the great thing for me about that is when I pray for that and that prayer is answered, everything else is working. Because when I have a deeper walk with Spirit, I know I am guided. I hear more moment by moment throughout each day, that voice guiding me. Do this, say this, eat this, don't do this, don't say that, and don't eat that. If I'm listening, right? But the voice, quote unquote, it's hard to talk about these things, right? That's all metaphysical. But the voice, that guidance, I know that. I hear that more because I have the answer to my prayer for a deeper walk with Spirit. And this is our wish for you, for this deeper walk. And to talk more about that and tell you a little story about it in our lives, I give you Reverend Baby.
Thank you, Melissa. Okay, so that means I'm not in trouble. So that's good. It's okay. So when Melissa and I were about to graduate from ministerial school, I got a download from Spirit. My favorite thing about the I-thou relationship is getting those downloads. You know what I'm saying, right? Messages from Spirit. And it's weird because I grew up, I was basically an atheist, but a lot of times the downloads that I get are very metaphorical. It's very biblical. So Spirit's like, I'm going to give you a little Bible here. But so I get these metaphors. And so in order for the metaphor to make sense, first I have to tell you a story about a cat. Okay, so this goes back a few decades ago. Oh, not yet. Sorry, not yet. Well, now you know. Yeah, a little bit, a little preview. So I had a particularly bad breakup a few decades ago, and I lost a cat in the breakup, among things. And I decided, it was really, really hard for me, and I decided, well, what I need in order to feel better is I need to get a cat. And I need a little animal to love. And every other cat I'd ever had in my life up until then had come to me. It picked me like cats do, right? Like someone said, hey, I have a cat who needs a home, or just showed up at my back door. I mean, literally that kind of stuff, right? So I kept waiting. Spirit, bring me my cat. Not happening. So I finally took matters in my own hands, and I went out to the local pet shelter and said, I need a cat. And they showed me to this room with a whole bunch of cats in it. I don't know why the cats put up with that, to be all together, but probably because they had to. They had no choice. I look around at the room, and I find this cute little kitty. She's just so adorable, little tortoiseshell. And I said, I would love this cat. The staff said, sorry, that cat's already taken. But here's another cat who looks just like her. I go over to cat number 2. I pick her up. I pet her. After about 30 seconds, she bites me. So I put her down, and I say, I'll take her. I wanted a cat, and I wanted a cat now, and I just thought, this is going to be the one. It'll be great. Well, no, not so fast. So this place, I had to do a few things. First of all, I had to give them 2 names, references to call. They had to call and talk to these people to make sure that I was an adequate pet cat owner. Actually, Jay Leno used to say, dogs have owners, cats have staff. So I had to make sure I was proper staff for this little kitty. They called the 2 references, they talked to them, they got the approval, but then I had to sign all these forms that said, I will never return this cat to you, and not only that, I will never give the cat away to anyone else either, because they haven't been properly vetted as cat staff, right? So it's just like, wow, I'd never had to go through all this stuff just to get a cat, but okay, I wanted my cat, and I wanted it now. So I signed all the forms. They said, okay, now you're clear, you can take the cat home. Thank you. Take the cat home, named her Lucy. A few days later, a friend calls me and says, I found the perfect cat for you. I said, okay. The plan was not to get 2 cats, but I was really curious at this point. I had to go check it out, right? So I go to the pet store. There's this adorable little boy orange kitty, my favorite kind, actually. And he was really sweet, didn't bite me and attack me. Super easy to adopt. They're like, you want him? He's yours yesterday, So it was not the plan, but I said, okay, I'll do it. I'm gonna bring this guy home too. So I bring him home, and I name him Max. So we got Lucy and Max, and now there's just one problem, which is they hate each other. Especially Lucy, Lucy hated Max, right? And the vet that I was taking him to said, well, tortoiseshells, Lucy's a tortoiseshell, they often make better, only children. It works better for that breed, right? But I didn't, what am I going to do? I kind of was like Max, maybe a little better, but I couldn't just take Lucy back, right? I had signed my name in blood. Like, I was not supposed to return that cat. So it broke my heart, but I had to give Max to a friend. Yeah. So now it's me and Lucy. And, it was good. She had a tendency to bite. Surprise, surprise. Out of the blue, you never knew when it was going to happen. Like, a lot of times cats have, like, a tell or something, but no. A friend of mine used to say that Lucy looked like she'd done time. She'd seen things. She just had something about her. So we made our peace, it was good. Fast forward, like 12 years later, Melissa has joined the party. And now we're about to graduate from ministerial school, and I get this download from the divine. So that was all so you can understand this download from the divine. So I get this download in meditation, which says, okay, you're about to start ministerial school. You can approach your ministry in one of two ways. You can approach your ministry like you did with getting Lucy, where you made it happen on your timeline, right? You got impatient, you made it happen on your timeline, what you wanted, and it was okay. It's going to be okay if you approach your ministry that way. It'll be all right, but it's going to bite from time to time. Or you can approach your ministry like you did every other cat you ever got, which was letting it happen in an organic fashion, letting it happen on Spirit's time. And if you do that with your ministry, it's going to go a lot better. Now, when I first got this download, I had never put that together. I had never put together that the cats who had picked me and just come in my life were easier, and that this one that I'd made happen on my timeline was sort of the most difficult cat staff relationship I'd had, right? I never thought about that. So that was the first kind of aha from it. The second thing was a few months after this happened, Lucy died. Suddenly, unexpectedly, Melissa and I are upstairs. We hear noise from downstairs. We go downstairs. She's having a seizure. We didn't even, like 2 minutes later, she's gone. She's gone. Which is very much like Lucy, like sudden, unexpected moves, like she's gone. And she didn't have to suffer. We found out she had some kind of heart condition or something. There's nothing we could have done. So she's just like, peace out, bye, okay. So here we are, we're starting our ministry, and we've been given pretty specific instructions from the divine about which way to go, and now we also have a death on our hands, so okay. We knew what it meant to say, Spirit, don't push. Because we're still going to do stuff, right? We're creatives, we're musicians, we're still going to be at home creating things, putting things online. Like, we knew that wasn't pushing. It was the going out in the world piece, right? Doing this kind of thing. We knew Spirit meant let that happen organically. Did we listen? Well, we got a little freaked out, especially about money. Like, how's this all going to work, Spirit, right? So we made some calls, and by we, I mean Melissa. Melissa had the connections, right, from doing the music thing for so long. Plus, Melissa's like a wee bit more enthusiastic than me. She's like, so Melissa gets on the phone. She's like, hi, this is Melissa Felipe. Do you remember me? I used to come to your... Hi, yes. Well, I wanted to let you know I'm a minister now. Yeah, it's really fun. I really like it. And I'm doing ministry with my wife band, Z. Oh, wife band, yeah. So Z is gender rich, whole lot of gender going on, and I call them my wife band. Yeah. I know I had a husband last time we talked. I did think I was straight. Yes. Well, I'm so not straight, and now I have a wife band. Yeah. So that's what happened. Yeah. So Z is doing ministry with me. They are ministries. Oh, they, yeah, Z's, there's just one Z. No, just one. Z uses they, them pronouns because gender rich. Yeah, yeah. So Z is a minister as well, and we're going around, we're doing talks, but musically, we're doing something a little different. I'm still singing, but Z has joined me, and Z does spoken word. Hello? Hello? Yeah, so here's the thing. It didn't work. when we tried to push, when we tried to explain who we are and kind of make people happy, it didn't work. So the whole, Spirit was like, don't do it, but also it didn't work, like trying to push, right? So finally, after about a year, we go, okay, well, wait a minute. So we're ministers, so maybe we should listen to Spirit. 100% surrender to Spirit. Not, there's a difference between 95% surrender and 100%, you're holding that, nah. Yeah, so we're like, okay, we need to just fully surrender to Spirit, listen to Spirit, and we're gonna let this start to happen organically, even though it's really scary. And it didn't all happen right away, not at once, but little by little, we started to just get calls of people who knew about us or had been told about us from someone else, asking us to come and do this kind of thing. And we also got asked to do things that we had decided that we don't want to do. We don't do retreats, we don't do workshops. Well, we got asked to do them, and we're doing this surrender thing, so we said, okay. And we found we really liked it, because Spirit is so much smarter than we are, right? So much smarter. And then we started to watch how everything fit together, because we'd been doing all this stuff and creating all this content and being at home and doing this stuff online. And then we saw the way the online stuff worked with the out in the world stuff, right? The way it fit together, this amazing piece, because Spirit is so much smarter than we are. And then people would say to us, wow, your whole marketing plan, business strategy, it's so good the way it all goes together. And we'd be like, I know, right? It's not us. This is not us. We are not doing this. And then the most amazing part of it was, there's the metaphor for faith. When you're in faith, sometimes, especially when you don't know what's happening, it's like the headlights, right? You can just see a little far ahead of you, and you're going along, and you just keep going as far as you can see. Spirit's going to show you that much. Well, for us, sometimes we felt like it was so foggy, we couldn't even see that. We couldn't even see that far ahead of us, right? We had to take our sticky little fingers off the wheel entirely and let Spirit drive. Very scary to do, but it also really built that I-thou relationship, right? When we're just 100% in, Spirit, you take it. We will follow. It is scary AF sometimes, but we're gonna do it. So at the same time all this surrendering's going on, I'm visiting my parents. Melissa goes shopping. She runs into a friend who says, by any chance, do you want a cat? And Melissa said, well, actually, we love cats, but we don't have one. Long story. Maybe. So I'm visiting my folks in Ohio. She sends me a picture of this cat, and I said, that's our cat. That's our cat. Yeah. And then later that night, I get a download from Spirit that says, that cat's name is Max. And I said, no, you don't understand omniscient, all-knowing oneness. You don't get it. That cat can't be named Max because I already had a cat named Max, right? I love to argue with Spirit. It's one of my hobbies. I'm very good at it. The next morning, Melissa calls me, and she says, this is going to sound crazy because you already had a cat, but I keep getting that the cat's name is Max. So Max came home to live with us. He's the best kitty ever. And when we were putting this talk together, I realized why his name is Max. Because the first Max that I got was the surrender version, right? But I had to give him up because I'd already committed to the striving, make it happen cat, right? So I had to give up Max, but it's never too late to surrender to Spirit. It's never too late to surrender to Spirit. So I got another chance. I got another Max. So we have now I'm bringing up, Doreen is going to show the picture. So here's our boy. Here's our little boy. And he is our ministry mascot. He represents our ministry and surrender to us, right? And whenever we want to argue with Spirit and explain why Spirit doesn't understand and we know so much more than Spirit, or why we don't want to take our little fingers off the wheel and let Spirit drive, or when it's scary and we don't understand, we don't get that big picture yet and we don't want to, right? we just look in those eyes, and he reminds us that we are safe, we are loved, we are safe, we are loved, and that surrender is not giving up. Surrender is empowered surrender, because when we surrender to Spirit, that ignites our passion. That tells us what is ours to do to create a world that works for everyone, right? We know what is ours to do that's going to benefit not just us, but the world. And in that surrender process, life just keeps getting better and better and better, and it doesn't bite. So please repeat after me. Spirit is so much smarter than I am. And it's never too late to surrender to Spirit. And so it is.
So it is.
No matter where your journey's starting from, there is a voice calling you.
True story. When Harriet Tubman first escaped from slavery, she heard a voice that said, "I want you to help free others." Do you know what Harriet Tubman said to that voice? She said, "No." She said, "Not me." She said, "I can't. I can't." But the voice wouldn't let up. It wouldn't let her be. "I want you to help free others. I want you to help free others." Finally, Harriet Tubman, the woman who would be known as Moses, said yes. Yes. Walk by faith, not by sight. Moses walked in the middle of the night, step by step. She followed a voice. She couldn't shut it off. She didn't have a choice. It told her when to move. It told her when to wait. She was walking in its footsteps. She was walking in its grace. It wasn't just her people Moses led through the night. It was anyone who's ever walked by faith and not by sight.
You've gotta walk by faith, not by sight. Listen every step of the way. Walk on into the night. Let that northern star be your guiding light.
True story. Harriet Tubman, with the help of the Union Army, once freed 750 enslaved people in one day. Can you imagine? 750 people? Moses brought them home. The voice of Spirit doesn't mess around. When you listen to that voice, you are never the same. When you listen to that voice, you are free. And it doesn't stop there. You take others with you. The 750 are still alive today. They're your sisters and your brothers in struggle and in pain. They're your doubts and your fears when you say, "I can't," but you can. And you will when you walk by faith, not by sight. Moses walked in the middle of the night, step by step. She followed a voice. She couldn't shut it off. She didn't have a choice. It told her when to move. It told her when to wait. She was walking in its footsteps. She was walking in its grace. It wasn't just her people Moses led through the night. It was anyone who's ever walked by faith and not by sight.
You gotta walk by faith, not by sight. Listening every step of the way. Walk on into the night. Let that northern star be your guiding No matter where your journey is starting from, there is a voice calling you, yeah, taking you home. You've gotta
Walk by faith, not by sight. Moses walked in the middle of the night. Step by step, she followed a voice. She couldn't shut it off. She didn't have a choice. It told her when to move. It told her when to wait. She was walking in its footsteps. She was walking in its grace. It wasn't just her people Moses led through the night. It was anyone who's ever walked by faith and not by sight.
Walk on into the night. Let that northern star be your guide.
It wasn't just her people Moses led through the night. It was anyone who's ever walked by faith and not by sight.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Reverend
much.
Dr. Melissa Felipe, Z.
Thank you.
Egloff. Thank you, Reverend Z.
Oh my. Thank you so much for that amazing. Let's stand up and give them a big, huge hand. Thank you. That was awesome. And your music is spectacular. Oh, have we been blessed this morning? Thank you so much. Oh, you gave us some big time nuggets to remember. Spirit is so much smarter than we are. We got it? It's never too late to surrender to Spirit. You got to walk by faith. Thank you again. We appreciate you being here with us this morning and sharing. Wow. And thank all of you for choosing the Spiritual Living Center of Atlanta as part of your celebration today. We celebrated today. Yes, we did. Now we enter our time for grateful giving as we walk by faith and not by sight. Yes, we're not participating in recessions and all of this other stuff because our abundance comes from our God, my God, your God. We live in a universe of abundance. So as we enter our time of grateful giving, we want to thank each of you that faithfully gives to the Spiritual Living Center of Atlanta. It is because of your contributions that we can continue to spread our message of oneness. If you were inspired, I'm not going to say if, oh, I know you were inspired by that message today. Please consider becoming a recurring pledger or give what is on your heart today. You can conveniently text your gift to 404-800-9467. You may also give with a credit card or on our website or by using our digital program with the QR code that is presently displayed on the screen. If you wish to give by cash or check, a member of our welcome team will be coming through the aisles shortly to receive your contribution. As you hold your pledge card or your gift at your heart, please join with me in saying our grateful giving affirmation. I live in a universe of abundance. As I freely and joyfully give, I join in the divine flow, and all that I share with life returns to me multiplied abundantly, and so it is.
So
Thank
it
you so
is.
much.
Our ushers are coming forward. Let's sing a song. In the morning when I get out of bed, I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. Yes, I do. Before I even lift my head, I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. This is how I start the day, knowing good is on the way. Yeah, I am claiming perfect health, love and laughter, friends and wealth. In the morning when I get out of bed, I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. Put a smile on your face. Come on now. Yeah, what kind of blessing? Before I even lift my head, I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. In the morning when I get out of bed, I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. Could we have the ushers over here on the other side? There we go. Yes, I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. In the morning when I get out of bed, I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. Before I even lift my head, I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. Yes. All right. There we go. We got this side also and this side. Beautiful.
Did we get everybody? Yeah. Hello, I'm Mally Lapete. All of you, what was I gonna call? Oh yeah, you faith walkers.
Like that.
Faith walkers. I was gonna add levitating faith walkers. My name's Mally Lapete. My pronouns are she and her, and I gladly serve on the creative arts team at SLCA. If this is your first time to SLCA, could you please stand or raise your hand so we can acknowledge you? All right. Yeah. As a member of our welcome team would like to give you a card, so take a moment to fill it out and return it to a welcome ambassador in the lobby to receive a special gift. Welcome, you belong. For those of you that want to know more about our center or how to become a member, take a moment to connect with a member of our welcome team after service in the lobby or online. We have so many great opportunities to connect, grow, serve, and give here at SLCA. For more information about today's announcements and other opportunities, scan the QR code found on the monitor. Join us this Wednesday, April 19th at 6:30 p.m. Eastern on Zoom for our monthly Science of Mind gathering. We are honored to have CSL practitioner Eugene Holden as our guest facilitator. You do not want to miss the special service we have planned for next Sunday, April 23rd, where we will be honoring longtime member Essie Freed. Did you know that Essie led our care ministry for 20 years? Yeah. Although Essie will continue to be a loving member of SLCA, she stepped down from our care ministry. Join us to celebrate Essie with cake and refreshments following service. I love cake. We are delighted to welcome best-selling author Monica Parker following services on May 7th. Monica will be sharing her book, The Power of Wonder. The Power of Wonder takes readers on a multidisciplinary journey through psychology, neuroscience, philosophy, literature, and business to share some of the surprising secrets behind the mechanics of wonder and guides readers in bringing more of it into their lives. Monica is the daughter of our wonderful SLCA member, Catherine Rogers. There's Catherine. Are you looking for an opportunity to serve at SLCA? Check with one of our team members after service to explore the perfect opportunity to serve waiting for you. We especially need help with both our welcome and hospitality teams. We're so excited to let you know that our completely redesigned new member orientation is ready for roll out. It's online and self-paced content, so there will be no difference in the orientation experience of our virtual community members and our Greater Atlanta members. Whether you're a longtime member or you have recently become a member, this orientation is designed with you in mind as we move in a new expression of SLCA. Plan to complete the course before April 20th so you can be recognized during our first recognition ceremony taking place during service on April 30th. If you're needing assistance, just ask a member of our welcome team after service. Will all the practitioners in the house please make yourself known and those in the online chat at this time to be recognized? Hello, thank you. We welcome each of you in need of prayer to remain in the room or reach out to a practitioner online for one-on-one prayer with a licensed practitioner. Practitioners will be sitting in chairs on either side of the sanctuary this morning after the service today. I have a special announcement for Reverends Z and Melissa to come up and give. Meanwhile, thank you for joining. You belong.
So, as I mentioned, we're an online and traveling ministry because we did what Spirit said. And we're in the middle of a 4-month tour. We're traveling around. We've been living in our van for 2 months. We've got 2 months more to go. And we have our little Oh My God Life mini mall over there. And the proceeds help support our work in the world. And we have a whole bunch of things. We have t-shirts on sale for $5. And we have fridge magnets and all kinds of groovy stuff, books and music and stuff like that. So there's that. And then
And classes.
And
too,
classes.
Online self-paced classes. But the thing we really want is, okay, so here's what I always say. If you didn't like us, please don't tell us. You don't need to let us know. But if you did like us, we would like to stay in touch with you, and you can get on our mailing list for free. We have iPads on our table in the back. We'd love to have you just sign up. And the best part, we think it's the best part because we have so much fun with it, is every year, at the end of the year, we write and record a new birthday song, and then we make a video for all of our people on our mailing list that ends up in your inbox on the morning of your birthday. She's the example of the morning of your birthday. So it's really fun. We love doing that. And we'd love to wish you all happy birthday if you would like that. And we send out 2 free videos a month that are either affirmations, prayers, music videos, for all different kinds. So 2 videos a month, and we each have a blog. So you'll get something once a week. And
we
then
won't
on your
spam
birthday.
you. That's it. We just send free inspirational content once a week.
That's
and
our
if
thing.
you're at home, you can go to
Yes.
ohmygodlife.com, our home with O,
Spelled out.
with an H.
OHMYGODLIFE.
And sign up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And thank you again for having us today.
Yes.
It's been a real blessing. We've been wanting to come here for a really long time.
Yes.
It's really exciting to be here with y'all, and we feel your love and the community, and we're very grateful. So thank you.
Oh, it was such an honor to have you here. Yes, give it up one more time. Yes, make sure you go by and say hello, and don't let them take anything home. Just take it with you. Yes, please, let's close our morning out, shall we? Yeah. We envision a world that works for everyone and for all of creation. We see all people, all beings as expressions of God. We see a world that works for everyone. Yes, we do. We envision a world that works for everyone and for all of creation. We see all people, all beings as expressions of God. We see a world that works for everyone. We envision a world that works for everyone and for all of creation. We see all people, all beings as expressions of God. We see a world that works works for everyone. I know you do. We see a world that works for everyone. 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 Have a great week, and we love you so much.